welcome to my booktube channel. My name's Edith and today we're going to do something very special. I saw this on a lot of YouTubers' channel and it's called the Disney Book Tag. I wasn't exactly tagged in this, but how can I? I started this YouTube channel like 2 days ago and I'm not quite known in this kind of world. But I'm gonna do it anyway because it's super fun and yeah, I just felt like it. It's Wednesday and I have nothing better to do anyway. Maybe I should explain this tag to you first. So I will say the name of like a Disney movie and then we'll link this to a book, okay? First of all, we have The Little Mermaid, a character who is out of their element, like a fish out of water. For that one, I am going with Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I chose Wonder because the protagonist, August, has like a facial deformity. That's how it's described in the summary. I really don't know the words for that. So he's got a facial deformity and it's his first time to go to school and not all the kids are that nice. It's really sometimes cruel. That's why I really think that he's like a fish out of water. He doesn't want to go to school but he has to after being homeschooled his whole life, and it's kind of sad to see what he has to do to be accepted by the kids his age. It shouldn't be that hard, but August is really brave and he gets through all of it. The second movie is Cinderella, a character who goes through a major transformation. I've chosen Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, a book that I enjoyed immensely. It's like my new favorite contemporary. So the character that goes through a major transformation is Kat. She's lived together with her twin sister Ren her whole life. They've shared rooms and classes and stuff, but now her sister wants to move on and be her own self, which is kind of normal I guess, but Kat can't seem to let go of her sister and can't seem to be able to live on herself. So she has to share a dorm with a girl who she doesn't know and it's really scary for her, and she's really adorable and it's kind of funny to see how she deals with all these new kind of stuff and how she gets through all of it, and it's kind of amazing. Then I've got Snow White, a book with an eclectic cast of characters. This was a really difficult one, but I think I found one. Percy Jackson, I just really enjoy how there's so many characters and how they're all like the daughters and sons of these Greek gods. It's so interesting to see how these gods' characteristics are given to their children. And it's so cool, like you see Percy and then you've got Annabeth. So I really like all these characters in this book. I also like Grover and all these Greek mythology things and creatures. It's so cool and that's why I've chosen this book. Plus, Percy Jackson is also by Disney Barbarian, so it fits in this tag perfectly. Then I've got Sleeping Beauty, a book that puts you to sleep. Now this was a really difficult one because I don't really own books that put me to sleep, otherwise I wouldn't buy them. If the premise doesn't interest me, I don't buy the book. So that doesn't happen to me a lot. Only if it's for school or something, that can sometimes happen because I'm not reading voluntarily and that's more difficult. But after a lot of thinking, I finally found a book. But don't be mad or something because I really enjoyed this book and I'm going to explain why I chose this in a minute. Paper Towns by John Green, and I really enjoyed this book. I love John Green's writing and stuff, but there were 3 parts in this book and I enjoyed the first one while Margot was still there. I enjoyed the 3rd part, but the 2nd part was too long and too boring for me to be great. It was the part in which they were discovering where Margot was, and that just didn't work for me. I found it a bit boring and that's why I've chosen this book. But please don't be mad because I really enjoyed it. I found it a good book, but maybe it's my least favorite John Green novel. Then I've got The Lion King, a character who had something traumatic happen to them in their childhood. Wow, there are a lot of characters who go with this description, so let me think for just a minute. Okay, I finally found the book at last, which is quite strange because there are so many characters who had something traumatic happen to them in their childhood. But finally, I chose Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. To be precise, Selena Sordectian. So that's the protagonist, if you couldn't guess already, but she had something very traumatic happen to her in her childhood. Her parents were murdered and she was raised by an assassin, and if that is not bad enough, now she's like the most feared assassin of all time. So I mean, she was raised by an assassin, raised to be an assassin while she was a kid, and her parents were freaking murdered, so it's enough of a trauma, I guess. Then I've got Beauty and a Beast of a book that you were very intimidated by, but found out to be quite beautiful. For this one, I'm going to go with The Book Thief by Marcus Zudak. This is a Dutch title if you have not yet noticed, The Boekendief. And we had to read this for a Dutch class, and it was so beautiful, but I waited until the last day to read this, and then it was so big, so I was really intimidated by it. It's quite thick and it's also really large, so it took me a while to read this. I was reading till 4 a.m. and I was really tired, but I so enjoyed this book. This was my favorite book of 2014. I definitely recommend it to everyone who's watching this video, which is probably like 30 people, but still you have to read it, those 30 people that are watching me. Then there's Aladdin, a character who gets their wish granted, for better or for worse. And for this one I'm going with Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, a very beautiful book. I'm going with Mare, the main character, surprise surprise, and she always wished she could do something about the unfairness between the red and the silver bloods, and now she can. I'm not gonna spoil what happens in this book, but she definitely wants to make the change, and if it's for the better or the worse, you have to figure that out while reading. Then I've got Mulan, a character who pretends to be something or someone they are not. I have chosen Halo by Alexandra Adornetto. So in this book there is this girl, Bethany, or Beth for short, and she pretends to be a normal human. She also falls in love with another human while she's actually an angel sent to Earth to protect mankind from a danger that is not yet known of. So this is a great book. I read this in primary school, so I don't really remember it that much, but I lent it out to someone this year and they really enjoyed it, so I guess you can still read it while being my age. So definitely a good book. Yeah, Halo. Then I've got Toy Story, a book with characters you wish would come alive. And for this one, I'm going with The Luck Series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, something I read recently. And not only because Damon's the hottie, though that certainly would be a bonus, but also because the main character, Katie, is so awesome. She has like this book blog and she's totally crazy about books, just like me and all these other booktubers. So I guess she would be the greatest best friend ever because she's also witty and funny and she loves books, so what's not to love about her? And then last, we've got Disney Descendants, the new movie that is coming out in a few months? Days? I have actually no idea. But it's Disney Descendants. The question linked to this one is your favorite villain or ambiguous character. And for this one I'm going with Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter series, which is awesome! So this is Draco, as you can see right here, and he's kind of like super awesome. I mean, he's not awesome in like the first 6.5 books. Yeah, there are only 7 books, but in the end he kind of gets better, and he's, yeah, who doesn't love him after everything we've been through? I mean, he's just like an innocent kid after you've been like through Voldemort shit and all. I really enjoyed Draco's character, I guess, which is why he's also my favorite villain or ambiguous character. So yeah. Okay everyone, thank you for watching this video. I had a lot of fun while making this, so that's a bonus for me too. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. This was the Disney book tag. If you want to do it, you are hereby tagged. So, bye!